Samuel Joe the Plumber Wurzelbacher tried without success to become a country star, failed to get an advance to write a book about himself, did not extend his very short career as a war correspondent. And getting back to his original incarnation, there's absolutely no evidence that he garnered even a single vote for then presidential candidate John McCain. So now in our number one story in the countdown tonight, the everyman who is everywhere and nowhere lands his next post as GOP role model. He's been enlisted to speak to the little guy about the evil Employee Free Choice Act. The anti-labor group Americans for Prosperity wants Mr. Wurzelbacher to speak at a series of rallies throughout Pennsylvania opposing the proposed act. Wurzelbacher can join the ranks of other Republicans who falsely assert that the Employee Free Choice Act would eliminate the right to a secret ballot in union organization. In fact, workers would get to choose the process, either secret ballots or a majority sign-up, which is also known as a card check. Meantime, in other Mr. Plummer as role model news, here he dons a Snuggie after reportedly attending a meeting of conservatives in Washington, D.C. Why Wurzelbacher, though, for this whole thing? Spokesperson Mary Ellen Burke saying, quote, "The public loves Joe the Plumber. They see him as a role model." Yeah.
God bless the USA.
Hey, thank you guys. Got all this love in the room and everything. I'm horny.
Let's bring in Washington Post associate editor and columnist and MSNBC political analyst Eugene Robinson. Good evening, Gene.
Good evening, Keith. I was just momentarily stunned by the picture of Joe in the Snuggie. I'm sorry.
As I'm sure we all were nationwide. The latest face of Joe is not the Snuggie stuff, except that he's not a licensed plumber, of course, and the union that represents plumbers says, quote, "Joe the Plumber does not speak for real plumbers." But this was a brilliant idea, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Keep it up. It actually would be good for the nation if there were, an intelligent, thoughtful opposition party that could challenge the administration's policies and present new ideas and take the nation forward. However, Joe the Plumber, we don't have such a party.
Well, the Whigs. But they're just not as popular. You don't find them on the ballot that much anymore. The anti-labor group insists that Mr. Wurzelbacher provides the, quote, grassroots working perspective, that he represents the American worker. Is this the essence of what it is to be a Republican right now? You see Obama and you say, okay, let's get one of those, and you get Michael Steele. You see Hillary Clinton and you say, let's get one of those, and you get Sarah Palin, or you say, the union people, working people are essential. Let's get one of those, and you get this buffoon Wurzelbacher. It's sort of definitional here.
I'm tempted to think of how children learn. First, they imitate the sounds they hear their parents making, not knowing what they mean, and then they eventually put them together into words. It'd be nice to have a thinking party. Even in the list, though, that you just gave, Joe really stands out because this guy is a yahoo. He's not governor of Alaska. He's Joe the Plumber.
Well, yeah, but you shouldn't make those things sound mutually exclusive. A yahoo can become governor of Alaska. All right, I'll just drop it right there. Well, sticking to the topic, you want to take this, we're actually looking at the Employee Free Choice Act for a moment. Our attention has been directed to it by Joe the Plumber. Can you just explain this and how the Republicans have managed to twist this thing in hopes of scaring people?
Right, as quickly as I can. If you want to organize a workplace now, you get these authorization cards from the union. You give them to employees. They sign them. If you get even 30%, you can you trigger a secret ballot election for the union. And as a practical matter, organizers always wait till they get 50 or 60% of majority, and then you have an election. What the unions have long complained that in that time period between when they turn in the authorization cards and when the election is held, employers have the ability to coerce and strong-arm employees into voting against the union. What this act would say is that if you get a majority on these authorization cards, that is enough to trigger the NLRB, National Labor Relations Board, determination that union represents those workers, and then you proceed with a unionized shop. However, 30% of the workers, 30% of the employees at the workplace want a secret ballot. They can just sign it off, sign a little card saying that, and then there is a secret ballot. So this does not eliminate secret ballots. It just means that employers will have to do a bit of the work that the union organizers have always done, and go around and get these cards and see if they can get enough people to sign them.
And this and the Snuggies fit in how?
Oh, I was afraid you'd ask that question, Keith. I think we have to just resort to parallel universes, and as an explanation, I have no idea why the Snuggie has become the garment of modern conservatism. I know what it is, because they all now look like the high priests in Beneath the Planet of the Apes. All the distorted, morphed human beings after the apocalypse. It just hit me. That's who they are. They're finally revealing who they are. Leaving us with that image.
Gene Robinson of the Washington Post. I said it, you didn't. Have a great weekend, Gene.
You too, Keith.
That's countdown for this, the 2,148th day since the previous president declared mission accomplished in Iraq. I'm Keith Olbermann. Good night, good luck, and sham wow.